We are in Colombo, the capital of this country. Here's my new friends from the Urban Fishing Cat Conservation Project. What kind of animals have you seen in this?
So we've seen porcupine, and especially the night watchmen here have told us that they've seen like 7-8 porcupine just walking down the road casually in the middle of the night.
We're smack dab in the middle of Colombo. We're not in like a outside area. We're literally in the middle of the city.
So you've got fishing cats.
It's a very odd thing in my opinion to be in such a big major city in a country and have so much wildlife around you. Does anything live in it?
Yeah, you have lots of insects.
Can you eat it?
Some countries do eat it. Don't put it in your mouth. Please don't.
Just to explain the setup, it's water and then some dead branches. And you need to like not break to get away to the other side. Oh, there it goes. I'm the heaviest one here. Every branch is just snapping under me.
Like they have videos of these big crocs.
Wow.
You wanted an adventure, right?
Yeah. No, this doesn't scare me, you know?
Running across.
Damn, what a long tail. This is amazing.
You're in Colombo.
This is crazy. We're in the middle of the city. Look how much residential is around us. Here we are looking for crocs.
We're looking for crocs. In the night, it's like Jurassic Park level.
Like you see crocs everywhere.
Yeah. You just shine the torch and then you have like red eye shine everywhere.
Wow.
Hey, so before this episode pops off, I just want to mention a huge thanks to tuktukrental.com for sponsoring our entire series here in Sri Lanka. The people behind tuktukrental.com are the reason why we were able to travel the entire country and bring you the incredible stories we have been able to during this series. Tuktukrental.com is your one-stop shop for booking and planning your entire trip around Sri Lanka, and then obviously renting an incredible tuk-tuk and traveling around this incredible nation. Sri Lanka is such a fun place to travel to, but it's even more fun when you're able to travel with your own tuk-tuk. So definitely check out tuktukrental.com in the description below.
Roll. You again? What are you doing out here?
Woulda, woulda, coulda.
Woulda, coulda, Buddha.
Woulda, coulda, woulda.
Guys, welcome back to Sri Lanka. We are in Colombo, the capital of this country, a place I used to live in for a while. Living in Sri Lanka and living specifically in Colombo, I learned how wild this country and the capital city of this country actually still is. And my whole time living here, I saw monkeys a lot and then all kinds of different animals throughout the city. And it's a very odd thing in my opinion to be in such a big major city in a country and have so much wildlife around you. So today we're actually working with a really cool organization that explores an animal that's still living in this urban environment. Hello! How you guys doing? This is my new friends from the Urban Fishing Cat Conservation Project. This is my friend Anya. We've been talking for a little while now. And maybe you can introduce yourself about what you do.
So I'm Anya. And I study the urban population of fishing cats here in Colombo, Sri Lanka. And this is my team.
Hi team. Maybe you guys can each introduce yourself real quick.
Hi, so I'm Anjali. I help Anya out with her project work. I'm the Conservation Communications Manager. I know that's a mouthful for the project. And also wildlife biologist here.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Madhuranga. My name is Urban Fishing Cat Conservation.
Okay, and?
Hi guys, my name is Charinder. I'm also a field biologist on Anya's project on Urban Fishing Cat. I'm also doing my other project on saltwater crocodiles, just trying to contribute to the knowledge that we have on urban wildlife in general.
Cool. And I'm super excited because today we're going to try and find? Try.
Big try.
Big if.
Big bold try.
Big if. And learn the story of this animal, which is still living in an urban environment. And that's part of the research that you guys are doing, is trying to understand why it's living here and how it's living here.
How it's adapting to urbanization.
And where are we actually right now? You just gave us a little bit of a story, but maybe we can talk about it on camera.
So we are currently kind of in the middle of Colombo. So we're surrounded by very urbanized areas, neighborhoods, commercial buildings and whatnot. This specific location is called Havelock. And we are showing you guys where our urban cats are surviving in the city.
And you were telling me a really cool story about how a cat was once here on the roof.
So this particular cat that we were tracking in this area, we were following its GPS locations and we came to this specific location and we were talking to the owners. And they said that they saw this big spotted cat with a belt around its neck, stealing some of their grey gouramis, a very old grey gourami that had apparently been with the family for quite some time.
Right here too, this little fish pond right here.
And we were trying to like calm them down and talk about how, you know, they were contributing to the conservation of the species by sacrificing their family member to this cat. And yeah, and then during this conversation, none of us really noticed that this particular fishing cat was watching us the entire time from that from the roof. And yeah, so that was exciting, seeing this fishing cat, which is normally a nocturnal species, out at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
You were mentioning that this whole area is actually filled with wildlife. I mean, all of Colombo really
Yeah.
is, but this area is full with wildlife, and they're using this
Yeah,
urban
so-
development to get around.
Exactly. So what they're doing is they're using these drains and storm drains and culverts as ways to seek refuge during the day.
Like right here, this is this usually sewage? Like this is
This
sewage?
is kind of like runoff.
Uh huh.
It's not sewage, but it's
Like if it
basically-
rains too much.
Yeah, rainwater will come into this.
So you can see that's what it looks like. I don't think anything's in here because there's a spider web. But so that's what you've seen. What kind of animals have you seen in this?
So we've seen porcupine. So, and especially the night watchmen here have told us that they've seen like 7, 8 porcupine just walking down the road casually in the middle of the night.
Crazy.
Which is insane when you think about an urban space.
Like we're in the middle, or smack dab in the middle of
Yeah.
Colombo. We're not in like a outside area. We're literally in the middle of the city.
And porcupines are pretty big.
Yeah.
So it's like really cool. So you've got fishing cats, you've got porcupine, we've got rusty spotted cat, we've got, you know, all these civets, small Indian civet, palm civets. I mean, Colombo has 277 species of wildlife, which is bonkers when you think about a capital city.
Yeah, that's
So-
crazy.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool.
So our mission for today is learn and see what we can find. Obviously, this is going to be kind of like a bit of a research trip and walking safari-ish.
Yeah.
But we're also I just want to mention this isn't like a video for like promote this animal for sale, because this is something that Anya was saying.
Yes.
You can't buy this animal. We'll talk more about that later. But don't even think about messaging them.
No, I get really mad. I get really mad.
It's not for sale.
It kind of connects. These were built by the Dutch as kind of like routes to goods, like, you know, they kind of float stuff down so that it can go to the port. So these canals, in a weird sort of way, interlock with the canal. Like about
So Anya was pointing out that this whole area is places where you can see fishing cat. Is it like is it weird for you to be studying this animal in such an urban environment, or is it just like part of the job now?
I mean, it's part of the job. When I started off, we all imagined ourselves in like very remote areas, you know, in the middle of the forest, camping, and, you know, the real wildlife experience. But now it's like I come, do my rounds and go back home. So, I mean, in a way it's nice because I get to go home with my dogs every day. But then, you know, you kind of feel a little envious of people who do work in larger, wild spaces. But then I come to appreciate it because urban ecology, learning about how wildlife is adapting to cities growing and the human population encroaching wild spaces, it's important to know what they do and how they adapt, because you can't stop urbanization. We'd love to as biologists, but it's not realistic.
Right.
So, yes, protecting species in natural habitats is extremely important, but it's also extremely important to learn how we can protect species from development and how we can ensure that development stays green and sustainable, so that as cities grow and wildlife is pushed into human habitats, or rather if humans are pushed into wild habitats, how, you know, everyone can kind of survive peaceably.
Are these cats still considered truly wild?
Yes.
No, they're living in the city.
Yeah, because they're not pets. People aren't feeding them.
They're surviving.
They're surviving.
They're hunting.
They're
They're
hunting.
dying. They're, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we have come across cats with large wounds on their bodies. We have cats that come across, that come in conflict with people. So some people throw boiling water on them. Some people throw sharp objects at them. So we had a female fishing cat who was one of our breeding females, actually, at one of our wetlands, She was a breeding female at one of our wetlands, and she had this massive chunk of flesh that was cut off her
Oh, wow.
thigh. So we think that she may have come across some people and they may have thrown something
Wow.
at her and like just sliced her thigh open.
So we've come here, I think, to sort of explore a little bit more of the habitat, right, that this animal can be found in.
So this is that canal that we weren't allowed to cross earlier. So the cat, the one that stole the gurami, walked across on that side of the road.
Uh-huh.
On that side of the canal. And the reason is it's got this ground vegetation. And ground vegetation is extremely important for urban wildlife because it provides them safety while they're kind of walking around. So during the day, they have a place to hide. People aren't going to get to them. The cat never walked on this side because you can see it's nice and it's cut. And he walked right down this canal towards beach. So we'll go and see that area as well. But this particular canal further down, there have been saltwater crocs seen.
Saltwater crocodiles.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Colombo is truly, truly very wild still.
It's a really, really cool, annoying.
Do you think it's a problem, like, for the future, or a good thing that there's still so much wildlife left in this area? I mean, it's rare in a big city, in a capital city, that you have so much wildlife still inhabiting around people.
And I think that's got a lot to do with the fact that we've got a lot of wetland habitat still in Colombo. So if we lose those wetlands, we're going to lose, the wildlife. But we're also going to lose the city in a way because we'll have more floods because wetlands are like giant sponges. They just absorb excess water and they're carbon sinks. When you're in a wetland, it's about 2 or 3 degrees cooler than it would be out here. And there is a 100-meter buffer where the air stays relatively cool the further you get from a wetland. And mainly, like, it's flood control for Colombo because without the wetlands, we're going to just be underwater at some point.
So this really would be a habitat for animals.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
area.
yeah, especially that
And
side.
it's right next to, like, residential development high-rises. Like, it's crazy to imagine. It really is one of those Colombo-only kind of things. You really don't see this in a lot of places around the world where there's still so much wildlife left. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video too, is because, exploring that aspect of it. I witnessed it a little bit when I used to live here, but today we're really going to be diving in deep to some truly wild areas inside of the city.
So that's sewage.
That is sewage.
That's sewage.
Yeah.
Don't fall in it. Do not fall in.
Okay, noted.
We Madhuranga and I have fallen into a canal like this, and I was out for 3 weeks. I couldn't even drink water.
What?
So
It makes you sick, like falling in there?
Yeah.
Even if it just touches you?
No, I mean if you ingest it, like we fell in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like for 3 weeks, I couldn't even, if I looked at water, whatever was in my body would come out from 2 different ends.
Really?
It was horrible.
How does the animals deal with that, though? They just filter it out?
I think their digestive systems are a lot hardier than ours.
Yeah.
As humans, we're like softies.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
They will walk all the way on that side of the canal and then cross the street.
And this goes straight out to the ocean.
Yeah, that goes straight out the ocean and then straight into a wetland. It will just continue until it hits a wetland.
But before, I mean, like thousands of years or hundreds of years, all of this was wetland. Full of mangroves, full of animals.
Yeah. So we used to have leopard in Colombo. We used to have elephant in Colombo until the British came and killed them all.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Until the British came and killed them all.
A recurring theme.
Yeah.
This one group of people just fucking destroying the world. Saltwater crocodiles.
Yeah. I think Charinda would be the best person to chat about that.
Yeah, when I was here a few years ago, there was a thing going on with a seal. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
That
the
seal in
elephant
Colombo.
seal.
It's
Yeah.
one of my most successful videos on YouTube from Sri Lanka, yeah. And it was here somewhere along the train tracks.
Yeah. I remember that.
Again, this city is very wild in a lot of ways. It may not look like it from first glance, but what actually lives in here, it's still very wild. Again, before we hop off to the next location, just insane to think of how many animals are living in this area. Right next to a KFC.
It's Kentucky Fish Cat.
That was good. Kentucky Fishing Cat.
Kentucky Fishing Cat.
That was a good one, Moshe. Good job, buddy.
What is their lifespan?
Domestic cat or fishing cat?
Could you explain a little bit about the environment, like where we are, we're about to enter?
Yes. Wait. It's a new location.
Kasun.
Yes, Kasu.
Nice to meet you.
Site manager.
Site manager,
No, site engineer.
Site engineer.
site engineer for this,
Got the two away.
because it will be a protected area in the future, this place? Or it's already a protected
it'll
area?
be like, is it a protected area? Protected wetland? Yeah.
It will be, or it is already?
Already protected.
Already a protected area. So maybe you can tell me a little bit about this place. What can we expect to see in here?
Yeah, here we can see wetland area and the water going through all the peripheral.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can see migratory birds and also our endemic birds and some I still didn't see, but there are a crocodile and fishing cat.
And fishing cat.
Yeah, kisses.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
The
Langurs.
purple-faced langur.
Yes. There we can really found that.
So it's a big piece of land. And it's all already gazetted off as a protected area.
Yes. Protected area, so usually gazetted for water retention for flood control. After that, as I know, I think it's named as a sanctuary. Still don't know in a that's not what we call it in a paper. But
It's still processing.
yeah, it's still
Okay.
processing.
And Anya, we came here because you think there might be a chance that we could see. Have you ever seen a fishing cat in here?
So this is the first time I met this wetland.
First time.
First time.
But since you were telling me all the wetlands are kind of connected,
Yes. So there's a high possibility that there are definitely fishing cats here.
Uh-huh.
I can bet you my shoe.
does that mean you have to take it off for the rest of the
Yeah.
day? Just hold it as collateral.
There are fishing cats. I'm almost say 80 or 90% sure that there are rusty spotted cats
Uh-huh.
here as well. Whether we'll see one now, I highly doubt it.
Mhm.
They're probably watching us though. But hopefully we'll see some other cool creatures.
And you guess such a high percentage that there's a chance that you would see a fishing cat in here because does that have to do with the GPS that you guys are able to track fishing cats?
Wait, sorry, what?
Like you guys have trackers on some cats, right?
Yeah.
And so you're able to see, like, have you seen that they have come into this area before?
This particular area, no, because
Oh.
the cats that we have collared are further back.
And they stick to one area over there.
No, so they have the cats that we have GPS collared, the males have a home range of like 3 point something square kilometers.
Mhm.
Females have about 1.9 square kilometers. So this doesn't come into those cats' home ranges, but I can guarantee you that there are cats here, 100%. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk in. Hopefully we'll see some crocs and stuff, and hopefully we'll see some fishing cat poop and footprints.
Yeah, Anya has a thing for poop. We'll get into it later. We've been exploring that in today's video. When we go inside, should we be like quiet or it doesn't matter? Because most chances we're not gonna see.
Yeah, it's pretty unlikely because.
Oh wow, that's a cool.
Ooh.
What is that? Look at that thing. It's like. Look at that boy. People who know animals. It's a rainforest lizard.
Green forest.
Green forest lizard. I can definitely see an environmental change from the city environment we were in earlier. Okay, so you were saying when you go into an area for the first time.
We just kind of do like, just check the habitat. We look for signs. We look for scat.
Kind of like an assessment of.
Yeah, just so that, and then when we have equipment, we would go looking for like potential places to set cameras. And we usually really like setting cameras at latrine spots. Not human latrine spots. Fishing cat latrine spots.
So the idea is like come assess first of all.
Yeah.
And then prepare for like a next visit.
Exactly.
And then build a relationship with the place where you guys keep visiting back, collecting
Yeah,
more
so
information.
we would continuously come and check the place out with walk-in and assess more and more habitat. Then we also come and visit these areas just so that we can build a relationship with the people working here. And kind of give them a bit of a, we learn from them what's here, what's not here, dangerous areas. And now all these water hyacinth, what I was telling Kasun was that if they need help clearing the water hyacinth, that we could call some volunteers to come and manually
clean.
put it out. Yeah.
And we take a second as we're diving deeper into this video to kind of promote you guys a little bit.
Oh.
You guys also offer an opportunity to actually go into these areas with you, right?
Yes.
So maybe you can talk a little bit about that. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
But yeah, we definitely do wetland walks. So for locals and foreigners and for volunteers as well. So we take you to the Asaru Wetland Park at Ghana and maybe in the future over here at Kotatu as well. They're fun, they're adventurous. We teach you how to do monitoring of wildlife using like research equipment and how to collect scat for analysis, then teach you about the wetlands, the wildlife, and how they're so essential to the ecosystem and to us. So it's a lot of information and a lot of time with the team. So yeah.
Cool.
What we do.
Cool. I know that this channel has shifted immensely in the last year. Not so much on like focusing on promoting travel so much anymore, but you know, Colombo has a bad rep when it comes to international travelers. A lot of people don't spend much time here. They come to Sri Lanka, they use this place as just a going to from. But this is an opportunity for you guys to spend some more time in Colombo and explore this area because it's got a lot to offer. And you can do this as a foreigner or a tourist.
So those are white western water.
You're laughing. Did the bird do something? Or is there poop involved somewhere?
These birds are always on a warpath.
On a warpath?
They just want to fight.
With people or each other? I like how like 15 minutes ago before we got here, they were like, be careful, don't get too close to the water. Just, but obviously I don't think there's gonna be any crocodiles in here. No. Oh, that's not a land monitor, is it? That was, oh, you haven't seen one of these yet, much.
No, I haven't.
It's green? It's like
Slightly green?
gray with yellow spots. Would you have any estimate what age it is? It's pretty small, no?
I can't really give you a number like that in wildlife, but it's young.
It's young.
Flattened area, like
Yeah.
tail drag. So that's like a typical monitor track.
You would know that it's not a crocodile because of the size difference?
Yeah, crocodile would just be much larger and probably a larger, flatter.
Where? Dude, that one straight up looks like a little dinosaur. That's cute. Purple swamp. I don't think we've seen this one before. Is it not in the dry zone at all? So it's just here? Sorry, one second. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, so going in, there are two parts.
Uh-huh.
You got the uncharted territory,
That's a path, yeah?
or we've got like a clear cut path. So Kasun has given us two choices that we can decide.
I think it's pretty obvious what we're gonna go.
Which one do you two want to?
Oh, you can't make us make the decision.
No, we are making you make the decision. You all are the guests. Oh crap. Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, definitely the uncharted one.
Uncharted?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to.
Okay, so basically uncharted means there's a risk of snakies.
Uh-huh.
I've always wanted to get bitten by a snake.
No. And then yeah, so just basic safety.
Which is maybe just for the viewers. Not obviously we
Not
know
for
what
us,
we're
we
doing.
know
We're trained
Basic
professionals, but
safety is like don't flip things over, don't poke anything that looks like it shouldn't be poked. Everyone's in closed shoes. Cousin looks very nervous. He's like, oh god, why are we doing this?
yeah, you're the one who looks the least. You look the least confident about this.
New experience.
Yeah.
Then that's why I think.
New experiences, fun experience.
Okay.
Cousin's like, there's a better part there.
Wait, I mean, I guess we can try a little bit here. See how bad it really is.
We usually send Madhuranga, he paves the way. He's like, okay, also, those shoes.
Yeah, we good.
We good? Anjali, ready?
Oh, this is really like uncharted territory, huh?
Yeah, this is like the fun part.
So this was once a path, but not being used as a path anymore?
No, it was never a part.
Ah, it was never a path.
We're just making
We're just going into the... Okay, here we are. Honestly, there's no danger if we're not the first in line, right? And there's no elephant, so it feels a lot safer than what John was doing with us. They're just throwing us into the forest. Like, here, there's elephants around you. They're probably watching you right now.
Where are we going? We just went back out.
So wait, we're going back out?
Did you find a better trail?
What the hell?
Are you kidding me?
I think they found a better route.
Okay. Can you take the camera? Wait. I'm so happy I just went Alright, your hat is with me.
How did you get it? It fell?
It fell.
I attached it so I wouldn't lose it and lost it instantly,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. That was really intense.
Basically what Japan Jabber is, or water hyacinth, we just...
So this actual plant, this is invasive, and you want this out of here.
Yeah. Because the moment this is gone, then you're going to have your lotus, you're going to have your lilies, then you're going to have the birds that nest on lotus and lilies. Right now, can you smell it? It's just spoiled, the water's spoiled.
So why, two questions, why is it here, and why hasn't it been removed yet? Because
Okay.
it seems like an easy job to do, right? To just pull out the plant.
So this, it has little seeds, and apart from the seeds, it kind of grows these little babies that kind of offshoot, and it catches really quickly. So technically, it's illegal to transport this without a permit, because even if a tiny little part of the plant falls into a water body, it explodes. And it just, so this would have grown within a couple of months.
Wow.
Yeah. It's insane what this does. And you lose fish, you lose mammals, you lose birds, and eventually you lose insects.
Is it a problem, or is it a solution to it, like getting rid of it?
So what I think it's Thailand or Malaysia, what they've started to do is they've started to remove, and they cut the leaves off and the roots off, they dry it, and they weave baskets and carpets with it. And now it's come to a point where they've run out of these in the waterways, so now they're farming because they've run out. The problem is ours, because there is salinity in our waterways, the plants don't mature fast enough, and then they die, or they're very short. Well, this is
Because all this water is brackish water. It's coming from the ocean.
Yeah. So normally these grow like about 2-3 feet high. So what SLDC has started doing is, because they're government and they have the permits, they've started digging it up, they load it onto the trucks, and then they take it to a plant where they turn it into mulch.
Oh, this is what's happening right here.
That's what's happening right now.
Oh wow, it's happening right in front of us.
In the hyacinth to this outside and it's heavy. You don't want to try it.
Dragging the plant?
I can ask him if you all can try pulling it out. It's really it's a great car.
Wow, so they're lifting it up all on this tractor.
So they're putting
Not
it
tractor,
on
yeah.
the truck, and they'll go and make fertilizer. And this is incredibly good
Fertilizer.
You hook it and then use all your core strength and lift it.
I have a question. We were talking a lot about fishing cat conservation. Was this just like free labor? Is this what you guys...
I mean, this is a
Brought us
part
out
of
here to do that.
habitat. This is part of habitat conservation.
What do I do? I just... I want to
Okay,
grab
I'll
and
film
pull.
you all. I'll film both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
You do it
Okay.
2 people at once?
There's another one here.
Hey, coconut in this.
A coconut.
Or from the water?
Yeah, where's from the water?
This one that's already ripped or the one from the water?
No, the one from the water. Come on.
Okay.
Don't fall.
You don't fall.
Am I doing it right? Should I
Yeah.
flip it?
And
then
now just
dunk it
flip
in?
it.
Okay.
There you go, Bubba.
Oh shit. You want to try one? Why? It has nothing to do with your height. Those, the ones that are floating, they're already dead, right?
They've been smushed.
Can I touch the plant or has to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
weird?
yeah. So it's really spongy.
Does anything live in it?
Yeah, you have lots of insects.
Can you eat it?
Some countries do eat it. Don't put it in your mouth. Please don't put it in your mouth.
Water. Sure.
What, did you javelin him?
I smacked him with it.
Oh no!
Very fun.
So what we did, like during COVID, with the entire team came, we made these and we just like
Cleaning it out.
The days cleaning it up, and then we stopped for a couple of weeks, and it just took over again.
So there's no like government initiative or any protected area initiative to clean up this stuff?
This is what the government's doing.
Uh-huh.
General public, I don't know why there haven't been any water hyacinth initiatives. I know there are lots of people who are doing plastic pollution. I mean, cleaning up plastic.
Not polluting with that.
That too. And but very few initiatives are actually water hyacinth. No one's doing that. So I don't know why. Maybe because it's dangerous. Somebody falls and you're like.
Then you're face to face with a crocodile.
Yeah. So what we told Kasun was that we would get volunteers. We'll do a call for volunteers, make sure everyone can swim, and then have them come and assist them in pulling this stuff. It's extremely tiring, but a lot of fun.
How deep is the water here?
Attempt number 2.
Attempt number 2.
A true expedition we're embarking on. It's always fun when you see people disappearing into the forest.
Anjali, okay. I don't know whether you should be doing this.
As long as you don't have to climb He said this
Wow.
was easy.
I didn't hear him say anything of easy.
Ow.
Doing this one-handed.
I just impaled myself.
I'm trying to hold that brand from impaling you still.
It's supposed to be easier path, huh?
It's gonna be really funny if we end up just on the same path as before.
Imagine. Watch out, watch out. Don't put your pressure on that one yet. And we're gonna snap it.
Which one?
The one that we're both standing on right now. Okay, and here we go.
Hold on, I need to take pictures.
You heard a crack? Yeah, there's a lot of plants cracking. Whoa!
Oh, is it like this the whole day?
Almost. Kind of. Are you okay?
I'm just worried about falling. That's the only concern.
Madhuranga said we should stay.
I'm in. I'm in. I'm in the water.
Okay.
It's like this.
I think you should stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait until my 2 weeks are done before.
Yeah.
something like this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
This was a good one.
This is like proper.
ඒකේ පළවෙනි දවසේ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එක
Wow.
ෆන් එක අරන් ගියේ චේත්.
Oh.
චේත් දෙපාරකට වඩා ඉන්නේ නේ. චේත් දෙකෙන්ද දෙපාරකට වඩා ඉන්නේ නේ.
Nah.
Wow. So this is what it takes, huh, to really get into their habitat.
Yeah, and this is like what they have cleared.
Uh-huh.
So like, if we had a machete, we could have gone down that other path,
Uh-huh.
and that would have been. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You good, you good.
Yay! How's it?
All right. Okay. How often do you guys find yourself doing
This?
stuff like this?
When the field season
You got a little bit.
starts, when the field season starts,
Yeah.
we try and come a couple times a week. And yeah, we'll just continuously.
And the goal is in the future to open this up to the public, like so people
this
can take a
is
walk.
going to be open. So okay, the public won't be allowed in here.
Uh-huh.
Reason.
So we're technically getting special access
You're
right now.
getting special access. So usually people who walk into spaces like this have a research permit.
Uh-huh.
And the reason is, if you open this to the public, you're gonna have a lot of young couples coming in here.
Oh, we've heard this story. Yeah, we've heard this story before already. Okay.
Very sexually repressed country. So they will take any location that they can utilize.
Even if there's crocodile.
Even if there are crocodiles and venomous snakes. Or camera traps.
Oh, there's a camera trap here?
Oh, I have so much footage.
Oh, really? On camera traps?
Oh, yeah.
This couple who has been in this park or that park who heard Anya saying that in your video be like,
Freaking out now?
Oh, yeah. Like, I've had, like, people, like, doing the dirty on camera. And then after they finish, they happen to see the camera. And then it's just panic at the disco. It's like, holy shit, how do I remove this thing off the thing? Oh, God. And it's just...
Oh, man.
sadness.
You know what they need here? The cock blocker.
There's a guy in Yapua who gets paid to cock block couples. And we had to explain to a Sri Lankan guy the concept of what a cock blocker is.
That's like an actual job?
Yeah, he gets paid to cock block by the government.
No!
What's it?
This is called kaduru.
Edible?
No.
No.
This, if you go to Paradise Road, you would buy one of these for $500.
$500 or 500 rupees?
500 rupees.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah. So,
The seed?
yeah, this little
What do you-
decorative.
Ah, for
People just put them on in a bowl on their table.
really? Oh, wow. There you go.
But porcupines eat it, the flesh.
Mhm.
And then
There's like a
that's
fruit in
seed.
here that the
Yeah,
porcupine will
seed,
eat.
yeah.
Is there a chance that this was opened by a porcupine? No.
No, I think this one was just old. And,
Okay. Moving on. I'm actually baffled by this place. This is amazing.
you're in Colombo.
This is crazy that we are in the middle of the freaking city right now. I'm gonna actually have to pull this up on Google Maps real quick. Can you hold my phone real quick? I just want to like give an indication if it's not clear enough, and I'm probably too lazy to edit this later.
Isn't this like dry zone wilderness?
Look where we are right now. That's the city of Colombo. We are in the middle of the city. Look how much residential is around us. That's insane. Like we're in a full-on forest, jungle.
Yeah.
Look how lush it is too. Wow. And like there's elevation, like little hills and stuff. It's so crazy.
And there are different habitats, like certain wetlands that they're gonna, for example, if you all have time, you all should just check it out. It's like Everglades. You've got the raised walking path, you've got the water. Only thing you're missing are the alligators. And then further up, you've got grassland, swampy marsh. So these wetlands have several different types of habitats within them. Oh, that's a nice tree.
Guys, this is absolutely amazing that we're in the middle of the city right now. It also makes me think a little bit about how much of this was cleared out.
Yeah.
This is what the city used to look like.
This is what the city used to look like. This is where the leopards were and the elephants were.
You don't have to whisper in on this channel. We openly criticize the British.
Okay, mud. Okay.
Mud. Okay, mud. Ish la khabar.
So mud is
Let's
cool.
talk about mud.
Mud. Mud is awesome for two reasons.
Is it better than poop?
Not really. Depends. Mud is awesome because you can find tracks. But this mud is kind of boring.
Is this an animal would be able to stand on this though?
Animal will be able to stand on it.
Us no.
Not so much.
And this back there,
That's water.
I've seen that a lot. That little green plant.
Salvia.
Like whenever I see that, I see crocodiles in the water in the same. That's not invasive. That's how the water's supposed to be, right?
Invasive.
It is invasive.
So salvinia has come from aquariums. So aquarium runoff gets into the water, spreads.
And the scientific name is Salvinia molesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
The name says
It's like
the name says it all.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Name says it all.
Yeah. Salvia.
Would this be a typical environment of the fishing cat? This would be like a good place to find it.
yes, they wouldn't technically fish here,
Mhm.
but they would walk through.
Walk through
If
it.
there was more water,
This has been eaten by.
A porcupine.
that's
Oh, really? Oh, because the fruit hasn't been reached yet, or it has, or there's no
So
fruit
they
in.
eat through the skin. So there's like a thick apple-like skin.
Uh-huh.
So they'll eat it and then they'll just gnaw.
So, is there a fresh one? Are they growing on the trees?
Yeah. Up there.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
There.
Oh, it's green.
It's hanging.
So that's it?
Let's make a swamp apple. Pond apple.
Pond apple?
We have another.
They're gonna crawl all over you, bro.
What is that?
We have a chicken.
Oh wow, that's a chicken. It's the kurululu of the chicken.
Could be something has killed it and eaten it because its skull's crushed. Where's the rest of you?
There's a porcupine den. Is there a porcupine in there right now, you think? Oh, you don't know?
I don't know if there's a porcupine in here right now, but you've got a den.
There you go, folks.
So what we would do is if we had a camera, we'd set the camera on the tree pointing at the den
Mm-hmm.
because there is a possibility it could be a porcupine using it or a fishing cat might use it as well.
They'll repurpose.
Yeah.
Wow. That's super cool. What is this? The same plant that we were looking at earlier?
You know.
Looks like an avocado.
Kaduru. Yeah.
It's avocado?
No, kaduru. Same thing.
Kadru. I heard avocado. I was like, what?
Organic avocado. Wow, look at these spider webs right above our heads. Oh my god. Right, like look at this, giant one right here. Is it edible? You can eat?
No.
No? Poisonous?
You can't.
Poison?
Yeah.
Kaduru.
You die. So you should eat one for the shop.
Does the animals eat it though? Some animals? Okay, maybe I'm an animal. Maybe I want to eat it.
Gotta be a little adventurous, you know? Oh, is that where we're going?
No, I don't think there's a clear path from there. Is there?
None of this is really a clear path. Yeah?
Footprints? Of
Porcupine.
porcupine.
Just because of how close the steps are.
What was that sound? What is that? What kind of animal is that?
At the end, you break another branch.
Cat tracks.
Really? How do you know?
Okay, so here you can see the fishing cats have semi-retractable claws on their back feet.
Like a domestic cat?
No, like a cheetah.
Okay.
So domestic cats, you can't hear them walk. Most cats, you can't hear them walk because their claws, when they're relaxed, they're retracted. Unlike a dog, that's claws are always out. So cheetahs have semi-retractable claws. That means they can't retract them fully. So you can see them kind of like a dog's. And the reason they have that is it provides traction when they run and grip, so they can get a faster stride. Fishing cats and another species called a flat-headed cat, because they live in wetlands and they fish, they have semi-retractable claws on their back feet. So that when they're walking in mud or catching prey near mud, they don't tumble into the water because it provides grip. So on really soft, muddy soil, you get the claw imprint, like on here.
So you know for a fact that that's a fishing cat print?
Yeah. Just because if it's a dog, it will be larger, and the dog's claws,
This one
they're
right here.
rounder, yeah. So you can see it's like a very sharp edge.
Yeah, there you go. I can see the claw right there.
Yeah.
So this would be the front. It would be going this way.
It's going that way.
And that's another one?
Mhm.
Those are little claws right there.
Yep.
Wow.
And you could, if you look from my point of view, you can see the paw pad.
So with this, without knowing for a fact that there were fishing cats in here, now you have a guarantee.
Now I have a guarantee that I know that a cat does walk here.
Uh-huh.
And
You don't know
there's-
how many.
I
You don't know what
how.
age, but you know that they are here.
I know that they're here. With this, just by seeing that, and I know that it has gone this way. See?
Science. We've done science, folks.
See, this is why mud
We've
is
contributed.
See? This way.
You would have no idea to tell how long ago this was, or you think it's pretty fresh?
It's not so, judging by how sharp that claw mark is, I would say either this morning or last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if I had a camera, I would set the camera here because cats would use the same path. So I'd know that he'd come back. He or she would come back in a couple of days, walk this path again.
Okay, Anya, I realize we've made it to this point in the video,
Yes.
and we never actually discussed what this animal is.
No.
The fishing cat that's on your shirt.
Fishing cat.
What is it?
So
Please tell me.
fishing cat. No, so a fishing cat is one of the 37 small wildcat species. We've got them here in Colombo, Sri Lanka, and they are about the size of a cocker spaniel. They weigh about 16 kilos, and as their name suggests, they're very good at catching fish. So they'll actually dive into the water in pursuit of fish. They will sit at the edge of waterways and kind of bide their time and scoop fish up with their little paws and eat them. But they are also good at catching other species, like anything smaller than them, they will kind of eat.
And they are endangered.
They are an endangered species, and they quack like ducks, which is really funny. They look like little baby leopards with silly little tails, and I like to call them the gym bros of the cat family.
The chimp, were they super muscular?
Yeah, they're super muscular, right? They look like cats on steroids. Really weird looking animals.
Well, I wanted to ask you something we were talking about earlier. You were saying how I love on this channel to talk smack about traditional media because I want you to tell that story you were telling me about earlier about people reaching out to purchase this animal.
Oh my god, yeah. So what so when somebody asks me, do you like nature documentaries, I say no. I think, oh, it's really?
Yeah.
I think I'm like the only wildlife, or might be one of the few wildlife people who don't like nature documentaries. And the reason is that yes, you do see really amazing footage, but most of them don't focus on the threats enough. They don't talk about illegal wildlife trade enough. They don't talk about people taking these animals from the wild enough. They just focus on the cute cuddly bits. And there was a very famous BBC documentary of a rusty spotted cat. And the moment that aired, we were inundated with emails and phone calls from people saying, where can I purchase a rusty spotted cat? And that drove me up the wall, because yes, it's a beautiful animal. It's tiny, as the documentary says. It's a size, can fit in a teacup. And that was a baby. That wasn't even an adult cat, right? So they were kind of hyping the teacup size of this animal. And yeah, so people start asking us about where they can purchase these cats to have as pets, and that's really frustrating. So I don't know, so I mean, I guess if you're watching a nature documentary, always kind of remember that these are wild animals. There are, citations and laws against keeping them, and asking people, especially people from like a very poor country, can I get a cat, and dangling some cash in their face, you're doing the wrong thing.
Right.
So yeah, that's my nature documentary.
I want to chime in on this because we were talking about it earlier. Oh god, something's biting me. Ow.
Oh,
no. We were talking about this earlier. I've had my fair share of run-ins with traditional media on this YouTube channel, especially when it comes to like licensing footage, and we were talking about how they will reach out, not offer any compensation for information or anything really useful. No. And then on top of that, while they push a message of conservation on paper, the effects that this stuff has with the average Joe, which is things that we don't think about, it ends up impacting people like Anya directly and the work that you're doing. By like, well, you should be focusing on important stuff. You're getting messages on Instagram of people wanting to buy a cat that you're trying to conserve. Yeah. And probably, to be fair, there's probably a lot of people succeeding in the purchase of this cat. Yeah. Right? Because a little bit of money and you'll have somebody who's willing to go and catch it. Yeah. And risk legal action, risk anything.
Exactly. And the sad thing is like the person catching is most probably going to get caught. Yeah. They're going to be thrown in jail. But then, so nobody really thinks about the greater impact. And at the end of the day, it's a wild animal. Why would you want to keep it in like a tiny little cage in your house? Like, it makes no sense. It's frustrating.
Cool.
That husk that is on the ground.
The one the porcupines eat?
Yeah, so the latex is really toxic and people take it to go.
Oh, that's so dark.
It is very dark.
Is that common?
I don't think so, but
Oh, so porcupines can completely process that without dying?
Yeah.
And for us, it'll kill us. Wow.
What's the one where they put the seed into the water and the fish eat it and it kills the fish?
that is Euphorbia anticorum. That's like a cactus looking plant. You must have seen it in the dinosaur. When you break it open, there's a latex. I don't know about the wetland one also. I know about the latex one. But Euphorbia. It's also
What's that animal?
Water hen.
Oh.
Having a bit of a scuffle.
The battle birds. Hope this gives you guys a little bit of an appreciation for the work that this team puts in, especially when they're doing field work. It's fun, but also challenging, having to traverse environments like this just to get information.
Madhuran, photograph.
I've just accepted my fate at this point that I'm gonna eat shit during this process. So let's just roll with it and see what happens. It doesn't really matter, all my clothes are dirty already. So here we go. There's, just to explain the setup, it's water and then some dead branches. And you need to like not break to get away to the other side. There's nothing to hold on to here.
Yep, there it goes.
That was easy. So quick. All right. Now I gotta figure out how to get out. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use this one to pull myself out.
The one that I'm standing on.
Is it the one you're standing? Oh,
Yeah.
something's touching me. Okay, something was touching me in there. Ew. Okay. See, none of these branches are very strong. Or there's like one strong one for every 15 broken dead ones.
Okay.
You guys remember a few videos ago when we were climbing a mountain in the Himalayas and I said become a member? Become a member, please. Please. We don't make money on these videos. God damn it, please.
Okay.
Bowen. Hey Moshe, how you Bowen?
How you bowing?
Are you Bowen?
I'm bowing.
Oh wow. Let me just snap this one good. You good, man?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I may have destroyed that branch for you. It's okay? I'm the heaviest one here. Every branch is just snapping under me. Almost there, how much?
Yeah, almost there.
This one's tricky. This one's real tricky.
You joined us in the muddy shoe club. You look stressed.
No, we're good. That was easy.
This is better than what's coming, right?
Would the fishing cat go in there also?
Yeah, in
Yeah?
the private, yeah. You would.
Smelly.
Smells
Very
so good.
Yeah.
Wow, it
Yeah.
smells amazing. Can you eat it? Dude, it looks like a soursop.
Wow.
I really know, but one day I tried.
One day you try.
And you didn't like
Really
it.
no, I tried. Not it.
Oh, this is pineapple.
It's so sweet smelling. It smells amazing.
So good.
It smells like something I've eaten before. It smells like a mishmish, like an
It
apricot.
does smell like a mishmish.
So this, you didn't explain well after. Explain well after, Anjali. Show it.
So there's
Please,
another
Anjali.
one. It's one of those other invasive species that we have. And a lot of animals eat this fruit, you know. Bats love it, I've seen snails eating it. And you can't technically remove it because a lot of animals are kind of adapted to living with this around. But it's an invasive not only in Sri Lanka, even in like Australia, and the only way to remove it is to wait until the dry season and then uproot and burn, which we can't exactly do here. So yeah, it's quite troublesome, but at the same time it's part of the ecosystem.
So this is like an example of one of those plants that sort of forced itself into the ecosystem.
It increases like wetland progression, so yeah, it makes the wetland dry, so in the long term it's not great. For wetlands, it would be ideal if they take it out. That dispersal is mainly through water. There's hundreds of seeds, as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine this falling into the water, just getting spread out all over the wetland.
So then they poop it everywhere.
People People make a drink out of this, I've heard.
Can we bite into this one? Eat
I
it?
wouldn't recommend eating it.
Not good?
If you look online.
It smells so good.
It has to ripen a bit more for you to be able to eat it.
Oh wait, if you smell it deeper in, it smells like cheese, not in a good way.
Mother said it makes your throat itch.
It makes your throat itch.
Like the-
Oh, I'm gonna politely put this away then. I'm gonna not. Okay, I don't want to interact with it anymore.
And so it basically
Takes the water.
yeah, it takes up the water, and then the root systems are so vast and so high that it just kind of elevates it.
The other scary thing is it grows by suckering. So like at the base, if you break the roots, it just splits into
Yeah.
two and then it starts growing. It's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can't really get rid of it either because all these animals have started utilizing it as habitat. So you just can't go in and like bulldoze the whole thing. It has to be like a slow process.
And it's been here presumably for a long time already,
It's
no?
been along here for a long time.
It probably brought in during the colonial.
Yeah, British.
Vintage.
And over here you've got Chinese water spinach mixed in with baby.
Oh, that looks like a animal.
Is that otter? No. It's like a porcupine. Porcupine. Otter's wide, isn't it?
Wow, that's a really good, clear example of a porcupine footprint.
So these you've got dog going that way, and porcupine going. There's something with a much smaller. I mean, I don't know why.
Okay, so we are hopping back in the tuk-tuk and we are jumping to another
Another wetland.
wetland.
You see the camera?
That's exciting. That's very exciting.
We're crossing on a boat.
So we arrived just as a cobra arrived.
I know.
Amazing.
And Hemanti can take the boat.
They visit every day, the crocodiles?
I mean,
No, not every day.
Not every day?
Once a year.
Once a year.
No, I think they must be going, but we don't see.
they are probably then on that side.
Yeah. Comes on that side and
Very elusive, very, very rare.
Like they have videos of these big crocs.
Wow.
I mean, last 4 years we have just seen very few times.
I think the Jabala also is a big.
yeah, that
But
ruins
the people who are cleaning, they said they were, the croc is very curious, comes behind their.
Yeah.
That's a...
My God, we even three of us, but two at a. ඔයා වගේ size එකකින්
both
two, I
side,
think
both
I
side.
would advise.
Both sides. कोने देखे बात.
You wanted an adventure, right?
Yeah. No, this doesn't scare me, you know? We'll be alright.
Oh God, I'm scared. Can I hold the GoPro for you until
Sure.
you're inside? I'm
Okay.
just like,
Wait, should I go on the back?
yes.
Okay.
This same.
Okay, so stick in between.
Okay.
Sit.
Not too bad.
Sit.
Sit or stand?
Sit.
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 Sit?
Yeah.
Where should I sit?
One bed. Sit. Body in the middle.
How should I sit?
ඉතින් හිටගෙන යන්නේ?
Sit?
Oh.
What I am?
So nervous.
Let me
Wait,
know.
wait, wait.
I've been on one of these before.
Wait.
Wait, should I sit? I should sit or sit on this?
Oh. Sure.
How?
Sure.
I can't sit here. Let me just crouch. I'll just squat. All right. Anya, what is this?
I'm very stressed.
I'm bracing to hit this thing. Ah! Okay, we made it.
Watch out, the cement is shaky.
Yeah, it looks a little shaky.
The platform. This.
Pull us in?
Yeah.
Okay, then what?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now I should get off. I'm just gonna do it in one movement. I can
Wait.
wait. Okay. Oh, we're turning all the way around, huh?
Remember, if you fall in,
Is this one gonna make me super sick when I fall in?
no comment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. Now I gotta do this backwards. Okay. Okay, that was easy. It's not too bad. So that's your mode of transportation in, and your mode of transportation out, in a crocodile-infested water. So is this a protected area?
Yeah.
This one is. What is the name of this place?
This is Deer Sari Park.
And what we can find fishing cat in here as well?
Yeah, yeah. So this particular park is, so it's divided into 9 different islands. No,
Mhm.
not 9. 10 islands. All, separated by canals. And public have access to islands 1 to 3. They're connected by dirt roads.
And when you say access, it's just like people like us walking around?
Yeah, walking around.
Uh-huh.
And then the rest of the islands are only research from it.
Oh, wow. And I heard Anjali was saying that we can find monkeys in here, right?
Yes, so usually there are these troops of purple-faced langurs.
Purple-faced
that kind
langur.
of hop about.
And again, just to reiterate the point, we are smack dab in the middle of the city right now. And look at that.
Cool. Ooh, mud. This is really more fun. So during rain, monsoon, all this entire thing goes underwater.
Oh, wow.
Step on sticks if you can.
I may back out of this one.
He knows.
Yeah, just logistically, I can tell my weight. I'm sinking in. I'm gonna back out of this one slowly and nicely. There we go.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
No, no, no. Or no, 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 no.
So
So,
over here you can see all the seeds from the well after. So all this is just seeds.
and we came into this protected area for a reason, right?
Camera traps.
Camera traps. I've actually never seen anybody retrieve
Oh really?
camera traps. Can you see? You can't see the footage immediately, right? You need to put it into a computer
You
after.
can kind of see it on our screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And how long has this camera trap been sitting here?
මදුරංග කැමරා එක කොච්චර වෙලා කවරේද චෙක් කරන්නේ?
තුනක් විතරයි නෝනේ.
3 months. 2 months. So cool, we get to go on a ride along with a conservation group. I've always wanted to see how camera traps are retrieved. Mind you, this lusciousness in the middle of Sri Lanka's capital city. Smack dab in the middle.
This particular camera, we've had a saltwater croc just floating in front of it.
Really?
Wait, what happened? Yeah, it's there.
It's there?
It fell.
It's there.
Oh. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yes, come on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, battery dead. Battery dead.
Dead?
Battery dead.
Battery dead.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh, it just runs on AA batteries.
Double A.
So does this activate when an animal passes by? Like whenever there's movement?
Yeah, whenever there's movement,
Day or night?
day or night.
Wow.
ඒකද වතුර ගිහිල්ලා.
වතුර ගිහිල්ලා?
බැටරි සවුත්.
So you're actually going to remove the whole camera trap?
Yeah. Because we've finished our study here
Uh-huh.
and we're moving all our cameras to Wetland.
Where we were today?
Yeah.
Full circle. So tied up with a bike lock. When you guys place down a camera trap like this, do you visit it frequently just to make sure it's still here?
Yeah, every 2 weeks. But this particular camera, because it's quite difficult to get to, we check it less frequently.
Less frequent. Have you guys ever had any issues with people stealing your cameras? Yeah?
All the time. We've lost maybe 6 cameras.
Are they expensive?
They're $200 each.
Wow.
And for us to get them into the country, it's just impossible. It's so difficult.
Wow.
Yeah, because we've been charged by customs almost twice the amount we spent on buying the camera, just for the
Where do you buy
customs
this from?
duty. Huh?
Which country do you buy them
The
from?
States.
Yeah, I used to sell them.
Oh really? Where?
So here's the camera trap. You guys can see what it looks like. So there's another one. How many are in this area?
We used to have 14
14.
throughout the park.
Wow. That's a lot.
Here you've got a fishing cat house that has a double tree.
Oh.
So basically, when cats walk, their back foot overlays the front foot.
I'm trying not to slip into the
Oh
mud.
no, this is more stable.
Ah, yeah? Oh, yeah.
So if you just come this way, so over here you've got the front.
Yeah, look at that. That's it, right?
No, that's porcupine.
Ah,
Over
that's a
here.
porcupine.
Over here. So you've got back foot, front foot.
Wow.
And then it's walked. So you're next to another one.
Look at that.
So it's walked that way.
Could you tell if that one is fresh? Like from...
I mean, from how sharp the mud is, it's pretty fresh.
And also there's more porcupine there?
Pocket. So that's a monitor over here,
Uh-huh.
the big one, because you can see the tail drag here.
Wow, that's crazy. So a lot of wildlife in this
Lot
area.
of wildlife, yeah. This particular spot is really, really good.
Wow.
So this is the monitor tail drag. That's tail drag.
This one?
Yeah. No, that's my foot. This over here.
Sloth bear?
And here's a monitor foot. So it's
Wow.
like a big hand. Eke tiyanawada mogudu? Ah? That one
Have some juice?
has some
Oh, let's take a look.
මේක ෆොටෝ 1000 ගන්න.
1000 ගාන? Shit, ඒ කියන්නේ මොනවා හරි.
වඳුරා ඉන්නේ.
වඳුරා?
Look how tiny that little. Oh, is that a heron?
Yeah, it's a purple heron.
Wow, dude, this is riveting. This is so exciting.
ඒ කවුද?
වඳුරා.
වඳුරා?
වඳුරා.
No, that's another purple heron.
So this right now,
Ah,
these are videos or these are
These
just
are just stills.
stills?
Yeah, because I found that videos are like a pain in the butt to kind of go through because they're 10 seconds long. So to have to go through 10 seconds of footage just takes too much time.
This is literally like it's like buying a pack of Pokemon cards. It's so exciting. You have no idea what you're gonna pull from here.
When we saw the saltwater croc, it was just like, oh my god.
පොක්පයි.
Hmm?
පොක්පයි නෙත්.
Porcupine.
Go. Yeah. Can you see the quills?
Ah, yeah.
See? You can see it move. Technically, I know I should be bringing my laptop for this, but
That's
it's
a
just
that's a
like,
porcupine.
කළු පාට එක්කනේ මොකද දන්නේ.
that's a palm civet.
Oh, a civet. Wow.
Like a little black blob there. Asian palm civet. I can send you the photographs from this.
That would
just
be
so
amazing.
Just so that you can have some big, larger shots. There. So that's the palm civet.
Oh,
You can see its
wow.
long tail.
The civet is a cat as well, no?
No.
No?
No.
But sometimes they call it a civet cat, right?
Because they look very cat-like.
Mhm.
Look how the
Heron?
පෙරන්නේ.
heron. Heron. They really like to stand in front of the camera.
Do you find it's more
Civet.
often that you're gonna find night footage of the night
It
pictures
depends.
of the
Like
fishing
over
cat?
here, we've got daytime footage of cats. It just depends on the location.
Mhm.
So closer to the public spaces, we've got cats walking during the day.
Mm.
It just depends on the cat and the level of human activity at the park on that particular day. So all those kind of factor in.
But all these pictures are gonna be over the course of 2 months.
All these are over the course of 2
Wow.
months. So what we're trying to do with the camera trap footage
Civet?
from this park, Badegana and the golf club is we're trying to see the level of human activity and wildlife activity, what the correlation is.
Do you ever see people walking through these? Oh, the other activity,
Other activity.
human activity.
So for the funny thing about the golf club is at about 2 in the morning, we've got this group of boys who jump into the golf club and they play golf. And then there's another
Is play golf like an innuendo for something?
No, like they're walking
Oh,
around
okay.
with like their golf clubs and their little bags. And it's so funny.
I thought you were saying a group of boys were playing
No.
golf
No, they're actually
with their
playing-
clubs and balls.
They're actually playing golf.
No way.
Kitty cat.
That's so cool, and it's a close up.
So this is a cat, one of the big dominant males that we've got in the
Wow.
in the park, and we collared him.
කොළර එකද? හරි.
Up first collar kind of, and his name is Kura Okami.
Can I show?
Yeah.
Okami.
Yeah.
Okami. God. No?
So we collared him during monsoon storm. So he's named after the Japanese god of
Rain.
rain.
Kurokami.
Wow, you guys get some good pictures of him.
Yeah. So he had a collar on for 3 weeks, and then the collar fell off, which was really annoying. And then he would get in front of our camera trap and he'd like scratch his neck like, haha, collar's gone. Oh, it was so frustrating. But he's one of our big boys, and he is Oh, great. Like wonderful.
Purple face langur?
Really?
Wow, look at him.
Running across.
Damn, what a long tail.
Monkey.
Oh, more cat.
Oh, kitty.
Wow, look at that. That's so cool. That's so
our
exciting.
boy.
Same guy.
Same guy. So I'll show you the spot pattern. How do I explain it? They're like fingerprints, right? So even with leopard, you can do spot pattern analysis.
Everybody's different.
Everyone's different. So this guy has like a swish, 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 and then he goes swish, swish, swish.
Wow, that's a cool shot, that one. Kitty! Have you ever had a situation where you put down a camera trap and nothing at all?
Yeah.
Really?
Those are just sad. Those are just like, why? So that's why we check cameras every couple of weeks so that we can avoid having months of no data.
You'll go in and look every few weeks just to make sure that
we'll switch the camera. So we
Gotcha.
have backup SDs, so we'll remove whatever's in here, check if the camera is working, and
log
put a new
that
one.
stuff in. That's amazing.
Put a new one in.
Make it better.
So, I want to ask you a little bit about how you actually got involved in doing this.
How I got involved.
Yeah. How did you start chasing after
Fishing cats.
in the jungle?
I started off working on the leopard, the Sri Lankan leopard. And then, being the procrastinator that I am, I was kind of finding excuses to not write my research proposal. And I had a colleague who asked me if I wanted to see a fishing cat. I had no idea what a fishing cat was, but it was an excuse not to sit and write. So I went and saw this animal. It was an orphan cat that was being hand reared on behalf of the wildlife department. And it was just like nuts. It was playing with its little sock. It was extremely wild. I came home with scratches and bites and stuff. But let me repeat, wildlife department knew that this cat was being hand reared by a wildlife department employee. So, God, I'm gonna fall. And so I spent time with this animal, came home, Googled fishing cats, found out that there were 37 species of small cats. 3 of them lived in Sri Lanka. I didn't know anything about any of them. I dropped the leopard like a hot potato and started working on
Fishing cat. Yeah. And then you actually started, it's called the Urban Fishing Cat?
Yeah.
Project? Conservation project.
Yeah. So it initially between 2004 and 6, there were researchers studying the population of fishing cats in Colombo wetlands. So they confirmed that the cats were in the wetlands. Then when the war broke, during the peak height of the war, they had to stop the project because camera traps in the capital city next to the parliament, not a good idea. Then when I graduated and came home in 2012, they asked me to check, if the population is still in the wetlands, because the wetlands were being cleared for development. And that's when we confirmed that they were still here. So we wanted to see how they're coping with the
urban development?
Yeah, the development and the clearing. And that's when we came across a cat in the middle of the city. And then it just
the ball started rolling from there.
Rolling. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a little while till we get to the other side. Main question is,
yes,
and I've been asking this to all the people that we've been working with, I'm very curious, what gets you up in the morning to do this? So I was telling you earlier, for me, if I wasn't doing this as a job, I probably would be doing something in the range of conservation because I love it so much. But I also realized that when you do something like this, you kind of have to give your whole life to it. You start losing out on just having a normal life, and it just becomes all about the conservation of the animals. So what makes a woman like you give up so much from yourself, day-to-day basis, be obsessed with this thing?
I think, number one, I'm a bit of an introvert. I prefer being in these kind of habitats, rather than being in a room full of people or at a nightclub or partying. Or
rather be with the cats than with the people.
I'd rather be with the wildlife than the people. But I think what really kind of got me... Where are y'all going?
I'm so sorry. Wait. There's a fan. The battle is a fan.
No, that's what they get the salvinia out of. It's like a salvinia net.
I love it. It's made out of a fan. Okay, as you were saying, sorry.
So, I was really... I think everyone is so focused on the larger species. They kind of annoyed me because I was somebody needs to think about the smaller species and the overlooked habitats. And just the fact that Colombo has so much. It's so incredible and nobody gives a crap. Sorry, can I say that?
Yeah, 100%. It's
So
true.
I think I want to fight for the species that don't get the limelight. Because maybe it has something to do with the fact that I was like a horrible student in school and like everybody said that I couldn't do anything with my life. So I'm like, these species are pretty much that, you know, overlooked. Nobody really cares. They're
You
not
can see yourself in
important
them a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm like, I want to fight for the little guy and kind of get them, you know, some very well-deserved attention.
Do you have any life advice for somebody who wants to get into this, or just general, like something you've learned along the way?
Oh God, if you are an introvert and you want to go into wildlife, being in the jungle all day, it's bullshit because you do need to work with people. So if I had to tell my 16-year-old self anything, it would be you're going to end up dealing with a lot of people, even though you think that you won't. And I think that anyone who does go into research wildlife, they have to learn to balance research with conservation. If you are somebody who's going to another country to do research on wildlife, make sure that the community can do something once you're gone. Don't be that person who does the work just for your own credentials and then leave, because it's not cool. I mean, and it's called, I think we call it parachute conservation.
Perishable conversation.
Parachute conservation.
Oh, parachute
Where
conservation.
they just like, you know, parachute into the country, do the work, get the glory and
Right.
leave, and then there's nothing happening after that.
You need to keep something for the long term.
You need to keep something for the long term, whether it's training some locals to carry on the work or training or doing something for the community so that they are not going to continue destroying the habitat
Right.
or continue destroying the, you know, the species. Where are they going?
What are they up to?
What is happening there? They've just left us.
I thought I'd interject a little story for myself. I never talk about this really because I never really talk about myself, but actually exactly what Anya was talking about. I started a project like this in the Philippines a few years ago to save sea turtles, and I mentioned it on this channel very briefly. And I realized exactly that. It's like I was a foreigner coming into a place where most of the people in the local area didn't really care about the conservation, and I wasn't able to see myself setting up something sustainable. It was just going to be temporary. So I gave up on it. I mean, it's a, you know, but that's real, you know, like doing this for real. I was thinking about that in the tuk-tuk on the way here. It's like, you've really got to put your whole life to this. It's like, you got to dedicate 110% and probably miss out on a lot of things in life, like on a day-to-day. But I guess the type of person like you is willing to, like you prefer to be in this.
Yeah, I mean, even if you are a social butterfly, it's fine. It's just, I think working in our countries also is really frustrating because, you know, we can't get equipment like, you know, people in Western countries.
Or funding.
Funding is difficult. I can't get on Amazon and get my
Camera
Amazon
traps.
Prime one-day delivery camera traps. It's not going to happen. I have to wait months. So it is frustrating, but I think the main thing is that we do it because we actually, I mean, I'm not saying other people don't care, but like that's the reason I do it, because I'm just like, someone has to do it.
Right.
Someone has to look after these animals. Someone has to learn about them so that these habitats are preserved. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Back in this contraption.
You want me to hold it for you?
No, that's all right. I think I'll be okay.
Huh? Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, so the cameras have fishing cam.
How do you know it?
Do we have it on the police screen?
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long ago?
I have to check the date.
What's that corner that
Oh.
taking?
Are you sure?
I'm not gonna be able to sit on this thing though. It's okay.
Sit at that edge.
Right to the corner.
Do you want me to hold it?
2 legs in here, or same like before. Same like before.
No, so what Momo and I did basically.
Okay.
I'm in. It's all good. I got it. Okay, and
And then kind of shimmy backwards. Oh, no.
okay.
No. Go to that corner.
Sit on
and
here
sit
in the
that.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the corner and sit.
Okay, I'm going. I'm migrating slowly. Okay, we're moving. Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm in the middle.
But you hold on to the rope if you can.
Can't I just like?
Oh, it definitely feels like we're going in. Who is this a Sri Lankan design for a boat?
What?
Is this? This is the face of conservation right here.
Oh shit! What? Mother and nanny? Ah. That's what that other dude said at the Rajagiriya wetland, and Madhuranga and we just sunk.
See the top might come.
Sorry?
The top might just appear even.
He's the time the crop comes. The crop comes for a walk.
Oh God! This is where high school swimming comes into play. I will be like, bye bye guys.
Okay. Bye. This is the time where the croc comes. That's nice.
Anjali, if I die, just give Mahangu my phone.
So here we are looking for crocs.
We're looking for crocs.
Looking for crocs. So this is just a neighborhood where people live on the protected area or in it.
They're just bordering.
Just bordering it. This waterway is the border.
Yeah. And so this is all the wetland park. So this is all grass growing on the canal.
Good or bad?
Bad.
Bad.
So water hyacinth grew,
Mm-hmm.
and then the grass grew on top of the water
Oh.
hyacinth. So now it's just like a blanket.
And you could walk on that.
You can walk. You can like get on your stomach and kind of shimmy across.
Oh, but if you walk with your 2 feet, it'll drop in?
Yeah, you're good. Less surface area.
Mm-hmm.
So coming in this in the night, it's like incredible. It's like Jurassic Park level.
Like you see crocs everywhere.
Yeah. You just shine the torch and then you have like the red eye shine everywhere.
Wow. I want to ask you this. Is there any duty, whether it's I trust Madhuranga, he's protecting us. Oh, fuck me. I remember what I wanted to say. Trying to do an interview and I feel very vulnerable right now.
ඔයා මොනවද හිතන්නේ පුළුවන්ද? එක්කෙනෙක්ව බස්සන්න. Yeah. ඉතින් අපි යන්. So what he's going to do is he's going to drop me off.
Okay.
And he's going to take you further down just so that you can get your footage and just see what
Oh, it's all right. I can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
No problem going
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Really. I was curious, like, is there any duty of the people who live in this area when it comes to like being a part of the conservation, or whether it's like formal or informal?
Yeah, so Auntie Hemanthi and all these houses down the road, when this area was inundated with water hyacinth, they actually got together and they started removing it themselves. So that little the fan that was actually one of the things that they used to scoop the hyacinth and the salvinia up.
Out of the water.
Yeah, to put it out of the water. And then they let us know, if there are illegal fishermen who walk in, they inform the park.
So you guys work closely with them to coordinate and
Yeah.
sightings as well? They report to you guys
yeah,
on sightings?
Yeah. So I think Auntie Hemanthi is like the head honcho when it comes to getting the neighbors involved and whatnot.
So she's all about the conservation
She's
as
all
well.
about the wildlife. She's all about the habitat. And yeah. Oh, froggy.
All right, last but not least, we're finished with the day. You guys got a glimpse of what it looks like. While we didn't see a fishing cat, we saw pictures of a fishing cat, which is totally what we expected. I think this is something I've harked on before with my friend John when we did safari. It's like, if you really want to see animals in the wild, 99% of the time you're not going to see the animals that you want to see, because that's what a wild animal is. Half of the fun is going out and looking for them. And even if it costs a little bit more money, it's a privileged thing to say, but that's how it is. That's how you got to deal with wild animals. But I'm curious to know, how can people actually contribute to this amazing project that you have going on?
So we really appreciate donations because funding for small cat research is very, very limited. So in terms of helping to pay my team, help us pay for fuel to travel into the field, if anyone can get onto the Urban Fishing Cat Conservation Project website, which is fishingcats.lk, there is a donation page. And just click the donation button and give us whatever you all can. It will be very much appreciated.
Anything? Do you want to mention the safaris one more time?
I'm
The
gonna give the boss here that privilege.
So if you're already living in Colombo or you're visiting Sri Lanka and then Colombo, we do monthly wetland tours. You can always join our wetland tours. They're very educational, very scientific, and you can also contribute to our work through these tours as well.
cool.